What's up, YouTube? This is Shane with a knife review of the Fallkniven A1 Pro. This isn't actually my knife. A friend of mine that I met online loaned it to me. I'm in Michigan. He sent it all the way from Oregon to test out. So we're going to put it through its paces and see what she can do. He said this is actually his favorite knife in his line. We'll kind of compare it next to the A1, the original A1. We'll go through, you can check out the specs anywhere, but I'll kind of give you a brief rundown of what they are. Blade thickness is 0.27. The cutting edge is stated at 6 inches. The blade length overall is 6.29 inches. The knife overall length is 11.14. So I'm just gonna kind of get the original A1 so you can see. Hopefully we can zoom in here and see the blade thickness. It doesn't sound like much, 0.27 versus just under a quarter inch, but it is substantial. When you hold the knife in your hand, it just feels a lot heavier, a lot meatier. Not that the original A1 isn't an awesome knife. I love this knife, but for actual chopping type tasks, this thing's a beast. Batoning, anything like that, that's kind of some of the stuff we're going to do today, just to check it out a little bit. So anyways, like I said, I met this gentleman online. He's a great guy. We met on one of the more popular knife forums. I had a Fallkniven F1 and I broke the tip off it doing some drilling. So I had posted something on the knife forum about what's the process to get the knife fixed. Well, anyways, through some conversations with some of the folks on there and contacting Fallkniven, it was kind of a process to get it sent back, and you had to fill out certain cards and send them money, and it was kind of had me stressed out a little bit. So Sean contacted me through the knife forum and said, "Hey, dude, send me your knife. I'll fix it free of charge." And so that's how we met. That's how our friendship evolved, basically. And we've been texting and contacting one another quite often. We're, I don't know, 2,500 miles apart, but we're got quite a good relationship going. So anyways, he sent me this. He asked me to do a video on it, so I'm going to do a video and just show you. Yeah, I'm not saying it's better or worse than anything else, but I'm going to show you what it can do, and you can make your own decisions on that. So first we'll do a little batoning. Everybody likes to baton. Now I want you guys to see, this is a Michigan wood wild cherry. You can see that it is knotty. This is not the softwood, this is hardwood. And it's pretty tough stuff. You can see all the knots and stuff in it, so it's not like I'm batoning through some soft maple or something like that, basswood. So it's pretty tough. You can see this one's got a pretty good bow on it, several larger knots. So it's not my knife, but I'm not taking it easy on it either. He told me to test it, so that's what I'm gonna do. By the way, Sean did put one of his signature edges on here. He's quite a fantastic knife sharpener. Probably one of the best I've ever seen by far. So this thing is wicked razor sharp. It's got a fine edge on it. I don't know if you can see that, but literally just blasted right through that knot, no problem. See if you can check the edge out here. Kind of just have to take my word for it. There's no chipping, no damage, nothing at all. Got one more piece we can do. think you can see in the video I'm hitting this pretty hard. I'm not taking it easy on this knife at all. Awesome. One of the other differences is, I didn't mention it, between the A1 Pro and the original A1 is the steel. This has got, I think it's 420J, I could be wrong, on the outside here, and it's got VG10 laminated in the center, so that's the harder steel in the center. If you look at these, especially the uncoated blades, you can really see the line of where they laminate it. But this is a laminated steel also, but it's a cobalt steel, and I don't know a lot of the differences, except that I think this is supposed to be just a bit tougher than the VG10. And so far it seems to be fairly tough. So let's see if we can make any curls here with this. I mean, over 1/4 of an inch thick, guys. You wouldn't expect this to be able to do any type of fine work, but I'm thinking it will. You can see it's just shaving the stuff right off. I just love the way Fallkniven does their convex edges. I mean, really all you're doing is just kind of rotating this knife just ever so slightly to get it to bite into the wood a little more or a little less. For a regular V-ground blade, you kind of get stuck in one position. So this one works really well for that, transitioning thicker, thinner pieces. You can take off some fine stuff or some thicker pieces. So there you go. It can make feather sticks and make tinder for your fire. Obviously this stuff's pretty wet, but it's been raining for 3 days straight here. Next, I thought we'd do a little chopping. See how well it does there. This is a small diameter stick. I don't know, about a 1/2 inch through, 3/4 of an inch through, just to show you what it can do. Obviously no problem. It'd be better if I had something else to hit on. This thing bounces so much. So here's a larger piece. This is probably 1.5 inches through, give or take a little. See how it does on this. Kind of show you how thick that is compared to the blade. But you can see it went right through it, no problem. Still no edge damage. Do it one more time. Really, this thing, it just chops amazingly well. I think part of it is it's just so, the edge is so perfect and so sharp. I mean, it just really bites in really well. And it's got good weight and good heft. It's kind of got this little nub here so you can just get your finger on it like this. Easy money, no problem. Just lever. I don't know, it's pretty sweet. So, you can kind of see what the knife does. I know it's Sean's favorite knife. I probably have, I couldn't even tell you, dozens and dozens of fixed blades. If this was mine, it would be my favorite knife too. It does big tasks, it does little tasks. It does stuff a smaller knife couldn't do, but it also does things that a smaller knife can do. So if you were in the market for one or thinking about one, they are expensive, but I say they're well worth the money. I mean, Fallkniven does a fantastic job on their blades. They're tougher than heck. They do have a good warranty. So anyways, I guess that concludes our video. I just wanted to show you guys what it could do and see what you thought of it. Alright, thanks a lot. See ya.